So until now we have been doing debugging on mostly on classic SAP applications, the ones that run in the SAP client, this client over here. But there are also many applications that run in browsers, and more and more new SAP applications are designed to run just on the browser. So this topic now is about debugging those browser-based applications. So let's see an example. One web-based application, WebDim Pro application that comes with the NetWeaver demo system, and this one here. And suppose that I want to debug what happens when I press this button here. So I can set a breakpoint. In this case, I know the program where I want to put the breakpoint. Later I will show how to set a breakpoint on the WebDim Pro program if we don't know the program name. So knowing the program name, we can just go to the program. In this case, it's an object. I'm going to put a breakpoint in the constructor. So the breakpoint was already there, so I just removed it, and I'm going to put it again. So this is the constructor, and the main thing to know is that we need to put an external breakpoint because we want it to stop from the browser. It needs to be an external breakpoint, which is this difference icon. Having set the external breakpoint, now I can restart my application and then I can try. And the application will stop and the debugger will open and it stops in the place in the code where I set the breakpoint. And now it's just a question of doing the normal debugging. We will inspect variables, look in the call stack, step through the code, and use the binary search techniques to try to reduce the scope of the program that we need to investigate. So now, what if I don't know the name of the program to where to put the breakpoint? The debugger has a facility to set breakpoints for WebDim Pro applications, which are these web-based applications that was displayed before. So with /h, I'm going to step into the debugger, and now I can set breakpoints with this tool, and I have a WebDim Pro tab. So my component is the DBA cockpit, and from here I can select the method where I want to stop. So I'm going to select this controller and also, for example, this method here. So I just set a breakpoint on this WebDim Pro object component, and an important thing is to make sure that my new breakpoint, and this is my new breakpoint here, so the first one is the previous external breakpoint. I'm going to delete it, and important thing is that I change it to be an external breakpoint, because by default it was created as a session breakpoint. I'm going to change it to be an external breakpoint. And now if I restart my WebDim Pro application, it stops in the debugger in this init method of the DBA cockpit. This is from here, then I will have to step through the code and do the normal debugging. So this is a quick way to start debugging if we don't know exactly where in the program that we want to stop. There is one other important concept with remote debugging, and it is about when we have multiple application servers. So if we have several application servers, and then we have a load balancer that will receive the requests from different browsers, different users, and then it will forward each request to an application server in a way that uh, the workload is balanced between them. So as a way to be able to process many more parallel requests from multiple users. So what happens in this case? If I set my external breakpoint in a specific application server and then the load balancer will send my request from my browser to a different application server, it will not stop the breakpoint. Um, Probably it would work if I set the breakpoint in all the application servers, but fortunately there is a much easier way to do that, and that is using a transaction called srdebug, which is specific to enable remote debugging. So this is very simple. Just need to set the external breakpoints, and then I activate for all application servers, and this will put the same breakpoint active in all servers, and then I just keep this window open like this, and then I go and I start debugging as before. It will stop in the breakpoint, then I continue doing as before, and when I'm finished debugging I just come here and close this window. So that's all there is to to do. And basically, if you find yourself that your external breakpoints sometimes they don't stop or they always don't stop, just try this tool, which will probably fix the problem. Good. So now you are also able to do remote debugging and to debug the web applications from SAP. And congratulations, because this is already quite advanced material. So you are almost knowing everything there is to know about the debugging topic.